What I'm playing with today, and I was doing quite a bit of this yesterday as well, is laminating stamped or traced images. I started off several days ago and I got this lovely butterfly, which is a terrific insert into any little pocket. It just makes it pop and just looks really interesting. So then I created these inserts, which this one is actually laminating a stamped image onto deli paper. So it's still a little translucent. In fact, this probably is the right side. It's just a little bit darker. But then I discovered that, and I had started with this really, I had stamped this butterfly on the inside of a pouch. For those of you who have a laminating machine, you have pouches. And of course, this one's just been cut. It's usually a regular big size sheet. But I kind of cut it into strips. And so I managed to stamp the various strips. On the glue side, I had to open it and then lay down the top of the glue side and run it through the laminator. I prefer to run it through with copy paper, sort of folded at the leading edge, because my laminator sometimes causes things to get caught. So these will make just lovely little pockets into journals or whatever. They're clear ability. You can stick them into pockets, or you can just glue them down this side and this side and make a pocket out of them, or cross this way and make it a pocket. And there are many, many things you can do with it. So it's quite useful. Plus, they're so cute to look at. So the butterfly was the start. And as you can see, it just enhances any place you want to put it. Just stick it in a little corner tuck. I particularly like the butterflies. And you can see they look like they're part of the design. And they're just fun. You could also put a little hole in one and hang it as a dangle on something. But they're just one of my favorite little things at the moment. And that changes, of course, as I find new things to capture my delight. So here they are, and they are nice. And one of my favorite tools is these Pip pens. I use them for literally everything. And I went around the edge of this one after I had laminated it, so it has a little definition. In retrospect, I could have inked a border around it and then just laminated it that way, which I will do in the future, I think, for some. So I have all of the black ones, but now I decided I'd like some white ones. Here's another one that's popped up. And of course, you really can't see this one on white paper. It's the reverse with the black. So I'll push this up. And this is one I had just laminated this morning. And what I did was, instead of stamping it, which I could have done, and it probably would have worked really well, what I did was take this laminated sheet, let's see, open it up. There's several ways you can do this. Of course, you could, let's see if I can find which edge is the edge that's attached. I'm never really sure. This one might open from the top. I'm not really sure if it's, I think it's laminated along in here as a leading edge kind of thing. So I kind of wet my fingers and then I can get them to kind of separate. There we go. That's the tricky part, really. Oh, they're separating now. There we go. And as it turns out, this must have been the top part. Yeah, this is the top part, which I haven't used yet. So this is sort of laminated right along this edge. So no problem. What I would do in this case is two things I do if I'm going to trace it in white. First of all, in addition to my Pitt pen in black, I love these Jelly Roll pens by Sakura, I believe. Yeah. Sakura, correct. So what I do with those, and if I'm going to use, let me see if I can figure out how I did it last night. All right, I would lay this is a little bit trickier because it's got a top fold. Most of them I don't have to worry. Now I have found that these little magnets, this is a magnetized a board that I'm working on, and these magnets are really great. So that holds it kind of open for me. And then if you have stamps, you could use them with a white ink pad. But if you don't, you can still use this. So what I did is I had to put something white down so I can see this. And then I can trace whatever I want. So I already have two of the birds, I believe, up here already done that way. Of course, you can only see it if I put it on the black. But I didn't get the third bird, which would be, I think I got this one. Oh, I didn't get this one. He's kind of cute. I may use another magnet to keep this taut. Yeah, it's a little trickier, frankly, with the seam here. And I could just cut it and then just place this over it. But there's an advantage in getting it through the laminator if it does have, right. So what I would do in this case is take out my pen and go at it. Now, I hate to get my head in the way. However, maybe I'll slide everything down so I can see it. Can you see it? Yes, let's see. Yeah, that might do. Okay, no, so now assuming I can do this, all right, this is a little tricky because I can't quite get under it the way I'd like. Yeah. So you can see I'm making little marks. Won't be exactly like it, but it'll be in white. And like I said, if you have a really good white ink pad, but you get the idea. So what I'm going to do now is cap my pen, remove the magnets, and take off the part that I traced and the white, and then I can see what I did. So I will have that image laminated to cut out and put in like I do with my little butterflies. And here's some that I've already done. I'm not going to close this one up because the ink might be wet. So you can see I did that with several of the images on this stamped, you know, the thing you get with your stamps that has all of the images on there. So I just, yeah, there's the one there, there's the one there, and beautiful. And I took many of them right from here. And then I had another one of these, and that's where I got the butterflies and so forth. But anyway, it makes it just a lovely, and now of course it's laminated and it won't smudge. I even tested, I don't think it's showing up very well. I wanted to test some color, which I just wanted to see what that would do, and I used, I think, like a magic marker. But anyway, the white worked great. The Sakura pens worked great. And I've just been having a good time with this.